Good evening, everyone. It is November 15th, and hopefully I have a buck down at this point in time. But this is episode 51, and we're going to talk about Luke 13 tonight and how beautiful that is, and what it really, the depth of what it really means. Then Yehoshua began telling this parable. A man had a fig tree he had planted in his vineyard, and he came looking for fruit on it and found none. So he said to the gardener, "Indeed, for 3 years I've come searching for fruit on this fig tree and found none. Remove it. Why does it use up the ground?" Now, what's the fig tree represent? Jerusalem. Many people will say it's Israel, but it's not. The holy city is God's holy city, and Jerusalem is the fig tree. I'm about to show you why. But answering, the gardener said to him, "Master, leave it alone for this year also, until I dig around it and apply fertilizer. And if it bears fruit, good, but if not, then I'll cut it down." Some Pharisees came up and said to Yehoshua, "Get out and leave from here, but I must keep going today and tomorrow, because it just can't be that a prophet would perish outside of Jerusalem." Now, if you look at this, in the parable, the servant says, "Let me fertilize it, let me nurture it for a period of time, and then if it does not bear fruit, then I will cut the tree down and I will dig up the root." Well, if you look at Jesus' ministry, for 3.5 years, he tried to preach and teach and lead Jerusalem, and every time they rejected him and they pushed him out. And so, just like the fig tree who would never bear fruit, Jerusalem never bore any fruit. And Jesus nurtured it, he fertilized it, he trimmed it. But after 3.5 years, it still did not produce fruit. And therefore, after 3.5 years, he said to, when they walked out of the gate, Peter said, "Look, Master, look at this city." He said, the buildings are beautiful. And Jesus said, "Peter, no, that I tell you this, that not one stone shall remain upon another." And in 70 AD, that prophecy came true. Why? Because they never bore fruit. They rejected Jesus, and then eventually crucified him. So, "O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, who kills the prophets and stones those sent to her. How often I long to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." So you can see that Jesus really was trying to bring Jerusalem into the fold, but Jerusalem wanted no part of it. So Jesus spent 3/4 of his ministry up in the Galilee, which was a whole different place, many of which that's where a lot of Gentiles were. But Jesus said, "I didn't come for the Gentiles." He wanted to be a witness to the Jews in Jerusalem. But anyway, come visit us at streetlightgr.com, and then Facebook, YouTube. So you can find us at Streetlight Bible Study 4006. Please be a blessing to someone and be blessed yourself. When we show people how good life can be, even though we all have troubles, we wind up being the greatest witness of Christ that we could ever be. So please be blessed. Thank you.